Every city has a heartbeat. You can hear it in the hum of a train, in the flicker of a streetlight that's been shining longer than most of us have been alive, in the quiet rhythm of a city that refuses to quit. For me, that heartbeat has always been Pontiac. Some people drive through Pontiac and only see what's broken, but I see what's still beating. The pride, the people, and the potential. This city is home to my family and my business. This was once Michigan's industrial pulse, and if you listen closely, you can still hear it. Pontiac's story began in 1818. A sawmill settlement on the Clinton River, Michigan's first inland village. By 1907, the Oakland Motor Car Company put Pontiac on the map. General Motors took the wheel in 1926, naming a car after the city that built it. Factories lined Wide Track Drive. The air smelled of oil and ambition. More than 30,000 people worked here. Engineers, tool and die craftsmen, teachers, and families chasing the American dream. Franklin Boulevard was home to the executives. The GM Modern Housing District was home to the workers. 261 homes built between 1919 and 1926 across 61 acres. It was one of America's first corporate planned neighborhoods. And Pontiac wasn't just building cars, it was building the middle class. Pontiac's story in its architecture. Along Franklin Boulevard, stately brick colonials and Queen Anne's still stand tall. The Fairgrove Avenue Historic District, just 28 homes, showcases mostly colonial revival design, with hints of Queen Anne detailing. They were built for merchants, doctors, and civic leaders between 1895 and 1920. And in the GM Modern Housing District, those 261 saltbox-style homes represented innovation. Affordable, efficient, fully wired with electricity and indoor plumbing at a time when that was a luxury. Downtown, limestone banks and ornate facades reminded everyone that Pontiac once looked to the future with confidence. Every one of these homes tells a story of the people who believed in something bigger than themselves. Then came the long silence. Factories shut down, jobs vanished. By the 1980s, Pontiac had lost nearly 10,000 manufacturing positions. The Phoenix Center, once a symbol of progress, became a monument to broken promises. Homes like this prove that heritage isn't something that you hide behind glass, it's something you live in. I never saw Pontiac in its prime, but even now, I can feel the rhythm underneath the concrete. Because Pontiac isn't defined by what it lost. It's defined by how it fights to rise again. And then, the heartbeat grew louder. Live music returned to downtown through the Crofoot, filling historic brick walls with sound again. Fillmore 13 began pouring craft beer in a space that had sat silent for years. Electricity lit up the night, proving that Pontiac could still move to its own rhythm. And the Treasury Ballroom brought elegance and celebration back downtown. The historic Riker building, built in 1929 and touched by architect Albert Kahn, has become a new creative hub for entrepreneurs, artists, and storytellers alike. I work here every day, and I see Pontiac's comeback happening in real time. Every light that flickers back on, every concert crowd, every newly restored window adds another beat to the heart of Pontiac. Pontiac's character lives in its neighborhoods. Franklin Boulevard, broad lawns and stately homes built for the city's early professionals. Fairgrove Avenue, a short stretch of mostly colonial revival homes where time seems to slow down. And the GM Modern Housing District, 261 homes that once housed auto workers and today stand as monuments to practical beauty and innovation. Homes like this one prove that heritage isn't meant to be sealed away. It's meant to be lived in. Every renovation, every porch light that flickers on after dark, every neighbor choosing to stay adds another measure to Pontiac's rhythm. Today, Pontiac is moving again. Developers are investing in mixed-use spaces. The Woodward Loop is transforming into a walkable boulevard. Median home values have climbed more than 35% since 2020. Yet Pontiac remains one of the most attainable cities in Metro Detroit. This is where history and opportunity share the same street. Revival doesn't happen overnight. It happens when people believe again. And I believe because I see it every single day, right here in the heart of my city. Pontiac has been written off, rebuilt, and rediscovered more times than anyone can count. But if you slow down and listen, you can still hear it. The steady heartbeat of a city that refuses to quit. Beauty isn't about perfection. It's about perseverance. And Pontiac? Well, it's seen the most beautiful example of that I've ever seen. The heart of Pontiac beats in its people, its music, its homes, and its hope. I'm Chris Hubel, and this is Pontiac Pulse. Because a heartbeat this strong deserves to be heard. Join me every Wednesday as we share the stories of a city reborn. Because a heartbeat this strong deserves to be heard.